Hi, my name is Clark Hernandez, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making Mexican meatball soup, also known as albondigas. Let's get to the ingredients. So here we have some cilantro, we have 2 green squash, a yellow squash, and 4 potatoes with 3 Roma tomatoes, 3 carrots, a head of garlic. Don't worry, we're not going to use it all. We also have 1 yellow onion, a cup of rice, 2 pounds of ground beef, salt, pepper, and the secret ingredient, chicken bouillon. Now we wash, cut, and prep the veggies. So after you cut up your vegetables, you're going to get 10 cups of water and put it in your pot and start boiling it. Now, as the water is boiling, you're going to want to get your chicken bouillon, and you're going to want to put a teaspoon of chicken bouillon into every cup of water. So, 10 cups of water, 10 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. Okay. Now, you want to stir it up and make sure it's melted down, and you don't, or not melted down, but in with the water. And you want to make sure that there's no dry spots with it. So after you mix that up, you're going to take your vegetables. So you're going to have half a yellow onion, and you're not going to have it finely chopped, but you're going to have it roughly chopped. And then you're going to have 4 cloves of garlic, handful of cilantro roughly chopped. And you're going to want to add that slowly in so you don't splash yourself. So what I like to do is you get half a bag of the Ultimate Southwest blend, which is corn and beans and roasted peppers. And you're going to want to get a pair of scissors. Open it up. Put in half the bag. Now the chicken bouillon has a lot of salt in it already, so you're just going to do a tiny bit of salt. But be heavy on the pepper. And this is fresh ground black pepper. And now, as the soup is coming together, or the broth is coming together, make sure you stir all of it in. And once you stirred it up, you're going to put the lid on it. And now that the lid's on, we're going to prepare our meatballs. Now we're making the meatballs. So you're going to take your 2 pounds of lean ground beef, and you're going to take it out and you're going to put it in your bowl. And make sure you shred it up a little bit. And when I'm messing with the meat for meatballs, I always make sure that I put some gloves on. Now you want to shred up your beef a little bit. You know, it's kind of sad. It's just shredded beef already. And then you're going to add in your vegetables. So you have your onions. It's going to be half a big yellow onion. Then you have 2 Roma tomatoes. And you're going to do Roma tomatoes because they have less water content than other tomatoes. And it helps the meatballs stay intact. And then you're going to add your cilantro in. You whisk your eyes up, you're going to put them in. And you're going to start mixing the meat. Cut it. And after you mix up your meat a little, you're going to add half a cup of rice. Now after you put all your ingredients together and mix them all up, you're going to make a meatball. Now you're going to want to take about a palm's worth of meat, and you're going to roll it, and you're going to put it down. And you're going to take the next one and you're going to do the same thing. Now let's drop our meatballs in. Make sure you do it slowly so you don't splash yourself. And once we put all our meatballs in, we're going to make sure that we are keeping it at a medium boil. And we're going to cook it for 30 minutes with the lid on. Alright, so after your meatballs cook for 30 minutes, you're going to want to take your lid off. You're going to want to add your vegetables. And this is not including the potatoes. You're going to want to add in your carrots and your squash. Want to start your timer for 10 minutes. You want to mix them in. Alright, start your timer. And cover it back up. Cut it. And now that our carrots and squash are done, we're going to take the lid off and we're going to add the potatoes. And after you add your potatoes, you're going to want to put the timer back on for 10 minutes. And now, after your timer for 10 minutes is done, after you added the potatoes, you're going to take the lid off and you're going to find a potato. And you're going to get that potato and you're going to put it on a plate. Close the lid back on. And you're going to take a fork. If it goes right through the potato, then you're perfect. Now if your soup doesn't look like this, then you're doing a little something wrong. But you know, it's fine. Cooking's all about finding how to do stuff, and I'm just here to help. So, hope you enjoy your soup.